My dad was over the top about Pakistan sports, so he was super, super excited, and my mom was really fired up, and she told all of her family, and they were all super excited.
Welcome to episode 194 of Alberta Dugout Stories, the podcast. I'm Joe McFarland. The countdown is on to the 2023 World Baseball Classic. 4 teams will host the tournament from March 8th to 21st. Canada will be in tough in Pool C with the defending champion United States, along with Mexico, Colombia, and one of 4 qualifier teams. There will be 2 qualifier tournaments, with Pool A in Germany from September 16th to 21st, and Pool B in Panama from September 30th to October 5th. There will be some Alberta talent in that Pool B with Amar Mahmood. The Edmonton product has been named to the roster for Pakistan, which is where his parents are from. He's a rising star from AHP Academy, having already committed to De Anza College in the California Community College Association. The 18-year-old took some time this past week to chat with us about his baseball journey, his love of the game, and what it means to represent his roots. Amar, thanks so much for joining us here on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Very excited about it.
How excited are you for the chance to represent Pakistan at the World Baseball Classic qualifiers?
It's going to be really fun. I'm really pumped up about it coming up, and it'll be a really cool experience, and hopefully we can qualify to go to the real deal.
How did that opportunity all come about in the first place?
So I talked to one of my pitching coaches at HP, Ethan Elias, and he was getting some info from Jeff Freeborn, who's helping out with some recruiting for the national team. And he talked to Ethan, and then Ethan sent me his info, and then I talked to Jeff from there, and then he sent my info to the Pakistan Federation. And then about 3-4 months later, they started sending me some emails to get this whole thing started out.
When you first got that phone call, what went through your mind?
It was really cool. I would never even expect something like that or even think about it. So it's really cool opportunity and really cool chance to represent a country in a bigger stage.
And obviously, both your parents born there. What was their reaction when they heard the news?
My dad was over the top. He watches Pakistan cricket games, their wrestling matches. He's over the top about Pakistan sports. So he was super, super excited. And my mom was really fired up. And she told all of her family, and they were all super excited. But I'd say my dad was really excited, and he doesn't show emotion a lot.
Did your phone blow up when you first made it official and went on your socials and that kind of thing and said, hey, guess what I'm going to be doing here?
Yeah, I got a lot of Twitter followers, a lot of Twitter messages, and then all of my family started calling, texting. But my Twitter was going off for about 2 days.
I can only imagine. So walk us through the preparation piece for you. How do you prepare for something like this when you haven't even really been playing or practicing with a bunch of the players on the team?
Yeah, so we're all in a WhatsApp chat with the so there's 24 guys that are foreign born. So whether they be like Canadian, American, and then the other about half, 52%, are guys from Pakistan itself. So all the foreign guys are in a WhatsApp chat, and we get just some info about the other guys joining the team, info about all of that. And we actually had a Zoom call yesterday, just sort of introduce everyone. There's a former NFL quarterback who's going to play on that team. So it's been pretty sweet. So we'll get down there, and they're hoping we go down for the 23rd to go actually get a practice with Mariano Rivera and his academy there. So also get some reps in there. And then September 30th is the first game against Argentina.
So do you have any expectations of yourself heading into these qualifiers?
I'm going to try to make a name for myself and do the best I can, and as a team, to qualify.
How much of it is soaking in the moments as well? I mean, this is a kind of, I'll call it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It might not be, but it might also be. So how do you plan on soaking in some of those opportunities and experiences?
Yeah, I think it's the most important part is to have fun while I'm there, and getting to play at such a cool event that you got to like see on TV and stuff. So I think that will be really fun, and you just got to have fun and also know it's a business trip at the same time.
You mentioned that chat earlier. When you talk about the team, are there any expectations for the team itself? Do you know what you think you're capable of at this point?
Uh, our goal is to finish first place out of the 6 teams. The top 2 teams qualify for the Real World Baseball Classic, but our goal is to finish first, and if not first, finish second. But we have our eyes set on trying to qualify for the tournament.
Absolutely. When you look ahead to that entire experience and you look back at what, the journey's been like just in this regard to this point, what's it mean to you to have been able to, at least at the very least, attach your name to this program?
It's really awesome. It's a really cool experience. Like, I know I was actually talking to one of the presidents today also, and they said even beyond the World Baseball Classic qualifiers, because I have like both my parents are from Pakistan and I have Pakistan identity, I'm also eligible to go play with them in the Olympics and Asia Cup and all of that stuff. So it's gonna be cool getting to represent my parents' country like that. So it'll be really fun.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about growing up here. And you may be of Pakistan descent, but you're born and raised in Edmonton. Walk us through growing up in Edmonton and playing baseball and the scene as you were a kid growing up.
Yeah. So I started baseball. My first like real year of baseball was in Bantam's second year, and I got to play for the at that time it was called Bantam, but for SEBA, and that was really fun year. There was a lot of different traveling. Every day you get to practice, and I just kept falling in love with the sport. So then I went to the FX Academy for grade 10 and 11, and then I still like didn't really take baseball that seriously. It was more like I was playing for fun. And then grade 12, I went to Five Tool to go train there, and that was good. And then Taylor gave me a chance to take a gap year and join the HP Academy, which was like the best thing ever. I don't think any of this would have happened without those guys. I wouldn't be in college without those guys. So I really loved being at AHP, and they really set the stones for me with this whole thing.
We will definitely get to that AHP connection in a second. While you're growing up as a kid, were you a multi-sport guy growing up, or was it all baseball all the time?
It was hockey my whole life until I turned 14. 14, 15 was when 14 is when my last year of hockey, and then I started taking over baseball. But I loved hockey. It's still my favorite sport to watch. But I was a hockey guy my whole life, and then just recently baseball.
What was it about the game that made you say, you know what, let's try this baseball thing. Let's see how far it can take me.
That was like the Blue Jays started making their postseason pushes like in 2015 and stuff, and I really fell in love. I would watch every game, every playoff game. I love Marcus Stroman, and then I went to go play baseball because I loved that, and then baseball like took my heart instantly. I love being on the diamond. I love fielding ground balls, hitting BP, playing in games. All of it's just so much fun.
When did you realize that there's something more to this? You kind of alluded to it earlier, but you kind of knew that it was more than just fun, and maybe you could play this thing at a higher level.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get some pretty good training over the last year, and got in the weight room and got more higher level experience. And the higher level you get to play, the more you get to play, the more reps you get, the more the game just becomes more fun at that point. And you don't ever want to stop playing, so you're gonna do all you can to have a career out of it one day, hopefully.
You mentioned AHP. What has that program meant to you and your development, not only as a ball player but also as a human being?
It has been everything. I look at like Connor, Ethan, Taylor, all the trainers there as like family, like first family to me, because you go in there and it's business and it's fun and it's a grind, and then after you get to have fun. But they have a really cool culture there. Taylor really took me under a big leap to get to join the academy because I wasn't very fit and I wasn't very good, and he really just said, okay, join it. So I had to own up that to him and prove him that he made a good choice by letting me join, and it was a difference maker.
What was different for you when you stepped into that building compared to maybe some of the other programs and situations that you could have possibly gone towards?
I think it was a chance that they believed in me. I never got to play baseball at a AAA level. I never got to play midget AAA ever, and no, I was always overlooked, and no one really took me under. So Taylor took a chance at it, and it was kind of the first time that any coaches really took a chance at me. So I like to think I was able to hold that up, but that building was like the first place where they took me under their wing and they gave me the opportunity. So every day I went there, it was keep working hard. They gave you this opportunity. Don't screw it up.
Something that stood out to me right off the bat was something Taylor had tweeted about you, and he called you, quote, the definition of a fountain, always bringing the energy and making people's days better. What did it mean to you when you saw that written about you from him?
It was pretty special. He's a hard guy to please, but when you can please it feels pretty good. They going there, it never felt like I have to get up early to go. I have to go to bed early. I have to wake up early to go to HP. It's like I get to, and it's a blessing I get to because the atmosphere they have here at HP is next to none. So it's pretty sweet that he was able to call me out on that. It meant a lot.
Where do you get that energy, and why do you feel that that's an important aspect of life, is trying to make people smile a little bit?
I think you got to do something that you enjoy doing. So I love going to the gym. I love hitting baseballs off the tee. I love baseball. So I think when you naturally do something you love, the energy just comes with it and it just feeds to other people and you take it from other people and you just have fun with it.
I know everyone over at AHP loves to trade the barbs as well, have a little bit of fun, that kind of thing. How special is it to be a part of that family and to do something that's pretty different and pretty new as well? It's not like they've been around for 20 years or anything like that. Like, Taylor's just getting started, it feels like.
Oh, yeah. Big plans ahead and it will be. But it was cool. We were the first team to do that academy. We got a bunch of games, a bunch of practices. It's sweet that we get to use Remax Field as our home field for all of our home games, practices. We got to go in perfect game tournament in Las Vegas, which was really fun. But yeah, it went really good, and I think there's way bigger things to come in the next few years with that program
What's
and
real
those coaches.
And what's really impressive to me in that is you mentioned that perfect game tournament, for example, is it's one thing to have a team put together and to, play a few games, that kind of thing, but to have success as early as you did. What was it about that initial team that really kind of just molded together real quick?
I think it's all the practices that we would have every day, all the long bus rides. So all of, like the boys, we were really close with each other. We would all the weekends we would be sleeping with each other. We would be on the bus for 12 hours plus to Vegas is like 24, but and the coaches, everything about it, everybody just molded perfectly. So I think when everybody molds perfectly off the field, it translates on the field and you just have success.
You mentioned the fact that AHP was the one that managed to get you into De Anza Community College as well. That's in California. What stood out to you with that program? What made you decide that's the place I want to go to continue this baseball journey?
I'd say it was they play in a really competitive conference. So the number one ranked team in California is in this conference. So you get to play against some really high level competition, and you also get to be on the field like all year. The coach was saying like they're on the diamond all year, even in the middle of December. So that's pretty sweet, I think, and that's something we've never really got in Alberta weather. So that was pretty big decision making.
How excited are you to get that college career going?
I'm really excited. We've been practicing now for the last week or so, and it's been pretty fun. It's every day. It's intense. It's fast paced, but I love it.
Looking back on your young career to this point, what have been some of the biggest highlights or moments where you kind of found yourself in awe, like, I can't believe I'm doing this?
I'd say the one was our first ever HP game in the states was in Montana, and just that was like my first time getting to play baseball in the states. And then you just see an American flag, and it was pretty cool. It's like we're just playing baseball in a whole different country so casually, and that was pretty sweet. Then going to go play in that collegiate league for about a month in Atlanta. It was really awesome, different area. It was pretty sweet. And then I'd say winning that tournament in Las Vegas was really fun. It was a great way to cap off the HP year. And then now in college, it's been pretty sweet to think I get to play baseball in California.
Absolutely. On the alternate side here, talk about some of those challenges or things that you've had to overcome over the years to get to where you're at now.
I'd say the most has been every year getting cut from various teams, programs. So just use that as fuel, and you just want to prove everyone wrong, and you want to keep on doing it till you can't go any higher, but you just want to prove everyone wrong day by day.
What's it meant to you to be able to do that, to be able to not necessarily stick your nose up at them, but at the very least prove to yourself that, hey, I can do this whether or not somebody thinks I can or not?
It's pretty sweet. Like, you have to have people around you that support you, and that's exactly what the guys at AHP did. They gave me the foundation for that, and you just got to keep trusting the process day by day. Get 1% better every day.
Couple of fun ones for you here. If you weren't playing baseball, what career do you think you'd be chasing?
If I wasn't playing baseball, I'd say I think I would just be, if there was no hockey either, I think I'd be in school, probably going to take my business courses or finance. I don't really know what I would do without baseball.
So on the flip side of that then, what are you taking in school?
I'm taking business administration, so it kind of loads you up, and it gives you the most credits and most courses to transfer out after 2 years.
Another one for you. I know this one might be like picking favorite kids or your favorite parent in this case. Who's been your favorite teammate growing up and why?
My favorite teammate? It's definitely my buddy Reese Hemmerling. He's a dog. He's going to Barton Community College in Kansas, but he's been my best friend for 5 years now, and we've kind of just been close by each other every day. Like, we talk to each other for hours, whether it's PlayStation or we hang out the most. So he hopes I succeed, and I hope he succeeds, and I know he will.
Absolutely. A couple more questions for you here. Let's say you're back at AHP and you see some of those young kids that they're just starting their baseball journeys. What is the one key piece of advice you'd give to them that maybe you've learned along the way, especially for those who are hoping to maybe one day follow in your footsteps?
I'd say it's don't let any failure, anything hold you back. Just believe in yourself and keep working hard, and it all pays off one time.
A bit of a follow-up to that and the previous questioning about representing Pakistan. I'm a big believer in if you can see it, you can be it. So how excited are you to be a role model for those kids who might have some different ancestries?
Yeah, I think it's you put your head down and keep working, and naturally everything's just going to fall into a place where you have an opportunity to do so. So, and when you do get that opportunity, you just make sure you're having fun and always stay focused, but it'll all work out one day.
How excited are you to be able to just say, hey, I can be an influence on a young player's career?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty awesome because I always looked up to older guys or pro guys, and then to think maybe one day I could be that for someone else is pretty cool idea.
Final question for you here. What does the game of baseball mean to you?
I'd say baseball means working hard, having fun, being really close with your teammates, and just grinding. Baseball is a game of grinding. It's a lot of failure, but you just got to stay tough in your head, and it'll all work out. You just got to keep grinding, trust the process, and it'll all work out.
It's all worked out for you so far, Amar. Congratulations on all the success you've had at this point. Continued success in every step along the journey you're about to take. And thank you again so much for joining us here on the podcast.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thanks again to Amar Mahmood for joining us this week, and thanks to all of you for downloading and listening. If you like this or any other episode, make sure to leave us a rating and review on your podcast app. We'd also like to thank our Platinum supporters for all they do for us and for baseball in Alberta. The Okotoks Dogs are WCBL champions after beating Moose Jaw in the league final. Check them out at dogsbaseball.ca. And AHP Academy is quickly making a name for itself by being devoted to driven athletes like Amar. For more, head to ahpbaseball.com. Until next time, thank you for all your support online, on social, and on air of Alberta Dugout Stories.